What is up? What is up? What is up? This is your boy, Alert Wolf here, bringing you another anime review. This time, I'm doing it on Ushio and Tora, episode 3. And this one's called, I gotta look down and I gotta read it, The Demon That Dwells in the Painting. It'll come for your soul. Tonight, my commitment to excellence is in a Peter Griffin's class. Peter Griffin class. Is a little the Shock Top apple beer that they got out there, which is delicious. But back to the anime. Okay, basically, we get the third installment in this one, and I'm gonna try to do my anime reviews a little differently from now on. I used to give you everything that happened in the story, and then opinion laced throughout and opinion at the end with my review. But sometimes I ramble, and I'm gonna ramble anyway. So I might as well try to format it a little bit differently, and so I'm gonna try to move with that. I don't know if you can tell, there's some background noise, even though I put on the music that you hear. And that background noise, again, it's the summer. I am by my air conditioning and the fan. It is hot. But, okay, so episode 3. In this one, we get, obviously, the demon from the painting. We find out the dad comes back. We get the full backstory on what happens. So what, basically, Tora, back in the day, 500 years ago, was terrorizing the town. And he was a lightning-class cat demon thing. And nobody could stop him, but finally somebody wielding the beast spear was able to pin him to a rock. And then they built the temple and the storehouse over that. He gave up being a warrior and became the first head monk, thus the beginning of their clan. So there you go. And they've been there ever since. And of course he tells them, you know, remember never ever to do this. And it's funny because Tora is there the entire time, just invisible, so he doesn't notice him. And then Ushio goes to leave with the spear, and he's like, "That's not the." And he sees the storeroom just looking like shit, and he's like, "Ah, no, don't tell me he released the demon. Oh man." So, but that's the beginning of the episode. The episode's mainly about two characters. One is the daughter of a famous painter that he likes, who had passed away. Who's in the class ahead of him, Reiko, and what happens basically is Masaki is another character in the grade up, and he's the delinquent, strong, just a year older and stronger than him. And they, again, any of his friends, they just end up fighting. So he fights them, and they just fight, or he just takes a beating, and the cat Tora laughs at it. And basically, he was saved at one point by her. So you find out later that they were childhood friends, but that she's being haunted by the ghost of her father, who's trying to get her to join him in the afterworld. Masaki feels guilty about that. And meanwhile, what's-his-face just wants to use her as a model. Because in her father's last painting, she was the last model, and he wants to paint a model, only he wants to make her smile. So basically, as the story goes, things go bad. She tries to commit suicide. They save her in a daring out the window type of save. And basically, we get him fighting the demon. He holds the spear. He gets the long hair, and it's trying to suck her back into the painting. Only his boy won't let her go, and then he won't let them go, and they're all getting sucked in. And he's trying to stab at the demon, and it's not working. And the cat, Tora is just laughing. I mean, Tora really is the quintessential cat personality. It doesn't really like you, but it does. It loves and hates. Oh, but it's gonna scratch at you one day, And I'm more of a dog guy, but I do love cats too. So I completely get that dynamic, and it's interesting how to do it. how they do that. In the end, Tora does go in and save them, and he's just frustrated by the fact that what's his face is willing to self-sacrifice in order to save the day. He ends up giving him the tip on how to defeat him, which is to stab the painting. Now, interesting thing we learn in this anime. He goes to stab the painting, but then the painting, Reiko jumps in front of it to take the hit to protect her father, because it's still her dad under that demon, that Oni. And it goes through her and stabs the painting. And Tora's like, well, what'd you expect? It's made to kill demons, not humans. So there you go. It can't really harm non-evil human enemies. We get a touching moment at the end after he's defeated. His soul is released of the baggage that turned him evil. He wishes her happiness and bows to the two gentlemen there that saved the day, meaning he's entrusting his daughter to you. So, and that's, that's pretty much the gist of the whole episode. Action-wise, the action was pretty good. It was different, and story-wise, again, we're picking up different character details from Tora. We're picking up an important, as far as progression of the story, finally got the full backstory for right now of what happened. We got some more knowledge on how the spear works. Every time we're finding out new ways on how the spear works, such as the whole sword of omens, come to my hand deal, and the fact that it has a mind of its own, but it's on, but it's kind of on their side. And then I absolutely love the dynamic between Ushio and Tora. I love them fighting constantly. Again, it has that right balance of comedy and then trying to look scary. So what am I going to rate this episode? I thought this episode was a 4 out of 5. I thought it was really good. I thought it progressed the story well. I thought it gave us information that we were necessarily lacking, but did it in a way that didn't slow anything down. And I like it. So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to possibly seeing if Masaki turns out to be have more of a role after this episode. And again, I'm not trying to skip on. I'm not trying to catch myself up on the original story so that this all comes as a surprise to me. Even though I did watch the anime back in the day, but you forget. So, and I'm enjoying it. So that's enough out of me. I'm rambling again. Click it up if you like it. Comment if you must. And please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is your buddy, Alert Wolf, signing off.